Chicago USPS mail carrier caught endangering baby girls delivering mail with them in the back without car seats. Wait, what? What? Wait, what's going on here?
Chicago USPS mail carrier caught endangering baby girls delivering mail with them in the back without car seats.
Wow! Get your ass out! Get your ass out! I don't give a fuck, bitch! Hey. I'm waiting on my nigga to come get my kid. Hey, fuck wrong with you? Hey, what the fuck is y'all doing? What is y'all doing?
I got it all on video.
I don't care. My man coming to get my kid.
Let me go to the address for you.
Hey, bitch, you dead ass house. Oh, don't get my kid. Oh, no, what the fuck y'all doing? No, y'all
Y'all don't do that. Y'all please don't. Y'all have to
do
get
that. Stay in his job, y'all.
No, he knew his job too. He worked.
Let's not get it. Hey, stop. Let's get back up right here. Get up.
Wow.
Hey, hurry up. These motherfuckers over here recording me because I got the kids sitting right.
I think the mother's response was a fight or flight response, but depending on how you interpret it, it may appear that she chose to fight, but to me it looked more like a flight response. It looked like she responded out of panic, even though she didn't want to appear panicked. And when the word gets back to the USPS post office, they're probably going to let her go because for them, they probably just saw lawsuit written all over this. There's just no other way to say it. The other thing I'm curious about is before I respond from the emotional standpoint, since this did happen in Chicago, and as many of you know, I'm in Illinois, I want to take a look at what the actual law in Chicago says about what would qualify as child endangerment. The statute or the ILCS, for those of you that don't know, in Illinois, the ILCS is an abbreviation for Illinois compiled statutes. So 720 ILCS 5/12C-5. So it says in Chicago, Illinois, child endangerment is defined under the Illinois compiled statutes. A person commits the offense of endangering the life or health of a child when they knowingly cause or permit the life or health of the child under the age of 18 to be endangered, or cause or permit a child to be placed in circumstances that endanger the child's life or health. Key qualifications and examples. So for example, if you leave a child unattended in a motor vehicle for more than 10 minutes, especially if the child is 6 years or younger and is either not accompanied by a person that's 14 years of age or out of sight of a person that's 14 years or older. If you leave a child in a dangerous or high cold condition, such as in a car or without proper supervision. So failing to provide essential care such as adequate food, clothing, shelter, or medical attention, exposing the child to a dangerous environment, driving under the DUIs, engaging in reckless behavior. An exception would be relinquishing a child in accordance with the Abandoned Newborn Infant Protection Act does not constitute child endangerment. So I believe that's when you take a child with no questions asked and you leave them in the care of the fire department or something like that, and you just abandon the child and they take over. So I think this issue could definitely result in DCFS getting involved. It's a Class A misdemeanor. Second offense is a Class 3 felony. Resulting in the death of the child could be a Class 3 felony. It could be considered child neglect, allowing a child under 18 or older if they have a disability to engage in independent activities that are unreasonable or for an unreasonable amount of time, disregarding their health and safety. The emotional side of me says she's probably a single mother. She knew that was likely not the best choice. When I look at the children seem to be well fed. They didn't appear malnourished. They seem to be well taken care of. That van, I know, is climate controlled. It's not like the UPS trucks where you just sitting there and driving around with both of the doors open, looking like hot bacon for the next 8 hours of your shift. I'm not sure who the guy was that is recording that opened the door. I don't know if it's a friend of the father, because I'm trying to figure out, how did he pick up on that? The door was closed from the beginning. How did he know those children were in the back of the van? Unless he saw the kids playing in the front or he saw them through the front windshield and he peered through. I don't know. But what I'm trying to figure out is, did the mother commit an act of endangerment? By way of the law, she did. Now, the other question is the older child, if that child is not at least 14 or older, then she's off the hook. However, it's still an area of an endangered environment. For example, UPS drivers typically go in good areas and what's known to be as dangerous areas. And let's say a shooting occurs, rounds pierce through the truck into the children. The mother would be held liable for that regardless if there was a 14-year-old there to supervise. Now, we don't know how long the kids were left there in the van. The girl, who appears to be maybe 14 years old. When I looked at her, I said she may be right around the age of 12 to 14. I know a lot of the women may say, hey, people need to mind their business. However, when children are involved, that's a different story. I don't think it's so simple as mind your business, because if you are walking by and you see a mother punching a child through the front window, do you just keep minding your business? At some point, morality has to supersede your own personal interests. Sometimes it's just simply not about you. I'm pretty sure there's more to the story. I'm going to research this more, see what else I can find out. Unfortunately, it looks like this mother is probably going to be without a job, even if she's not prosecuted, even if the law figures, hey, as far as they're concerned, she's okay. But I could almost bet opening a van, your two children, younger children, sitting inside mail carrier boxes, unsecured, not in a restraining seat, it's not going to be good for you, Mike. Not going to be good for you. Well, let me know what you guys think. Jump in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Have you ever been in this situation where you've had to do something this extreme yourself? Do I think this was extreme? Yes, by way of understanding that she may not have had a babysitter available and she still needed to go to work. However, by all standards, most mothers in a reasonable sense would say this is extreme. Guys, let me know. I'll catch you in the next one.